All right, everybody. It is 8 o'clock p.m. and it is time for the Sunday Hangover. And once again, it's it's the VINCE. And I hope everybody's doing all right tonight, folks. I know you guys weren't expecting a stream, but a piss stream it is. It's gotten to the point to where, I'll definitely have to do something about scheduling more streams during the weekdays because my weekends lately have been tied up a bunch with work and tans and stuff like that, which that's no problem at all there, in other words. I could always work around it there, but but that's part of it though. But the biggest thing is that I need to start doing some shorts live streams, which will be coming up. Flying Ryan, what's up there? But we've had a couple things happen today, actually. You've been walking all day today? 3,200 steps in 16 miles? Jeez. Matt, that's a lot of walking there. That's a lot of walking. Oh my gosh. I mean, you're definitely getting your cardio in though, so I applaud you on that. Go for that 40,000 steps. No, that's not really too bad. Now, folks, unfortunately, I got some sad news to report. And I'm gonna be bad for you folks. Rudy Giuliani is in critical condition and he's fighting. And chances are he's gonna lose. Yeah. Looks like it's gonna be bye-bye for Rudy Giuliani. Because it doesn't sound good there. I think he had a heart attack and a stroke. Either a heart attack or a stroke or a massive heart attack. So, usually, those will end up getting you there, I mean, this is the same type of, from what I'm understanding, Pugman, I believe someone told me he had a massive heart attack of something. He's still alive though, But that's what I'm hearing. The same thing that happened to Chuck Norris. Well, he already settled the lawsuit, so he didn't have any stress from that. Those two election workers, they actually settled that lawsuit, sort of. Did a very comprehensive neck training video. I mean, I haven't done a neck video. Raw food, here's the thing. Unless you're into wrestling, there's no need to do neck work, neck training whatsoever. I mean, if you're a wrestler or a football player or someone that plays sports that requires a strong neck, then yeah, you'll definitely want to strengthen the neck. But tonight I'm just drinking water, folks. In my water cup given to me by my good friend Pugman. Y'all be sure to thank Pugman. But yeah, I think he had a massive heart attack. Now, one other thing I do want to show you guys. Mintnator has been minting lately, so this pretty much sums up things as far as to the I definitely they're gonna grow by default by doing barbell shrugs and traps and everything like that. You don't, I mean, the thing about it is, look at my neck here, all right? I got a pretty decent neck. You see my traps, they go down. They're not scrawny or anything like that. You're going to naturally build up your neck if you're doing sufficient training. You only need to train the neck if you're doing something that's going to require it's going to require a sport or activity or so forth. That's going to require you to have a very strong neck. If I pressed you IRL, raw food, you soil yourself, we'll see who's the homosexual. Who said that? What did raw food say? Be quiet, raw food. Oh boy.
You was going. I was gonna do some pull-ups with you.
What's up? I'm about to do this.
I'm finna go up.
What's up? I'm about to do this.
I'm finna go up. You was going. I was gonna do some pull-ups with you. I just seen you doing pull-ups. That's why I was gonna jump in and do a set of pull-ups.
Just real quick, then you can hop in.
That's why. This right here, you can swing this motherfucker this way, that way,
Come and bump me.
all that. I ain't trying to bump you. When I came up, you grabbed it.
Okay.
And bumped me on purpose.
To do this.
That's what I'm saying.
But don't bump me like that.
I didn't bump you. You bumped me, bro. You stood up and bumped me. You seen me going
I've
up.
been over here.
You seen me going up, though.
I've been over
That's
here.
what I'm saying.
There's plenty of other spots. There's plenty of other spots.
I know there's plenty of spots, bro, but I want to be right here.
I'm great. Cool.
Yeah.
Move me then. If you want to be here that bad, I ain't fuck with nobody here. You walked over to me.
Bro,
If
and you bumped me. You picked it up as soon as I walked up. I don't care neither, cuz. I ain't gonna lie. I don't care. Nigga, I ain't never touched you, bitch.
Touch me again. I'm great. You fucking touch me again, I'll fucking kill you.
Folks, here's the thing. I would just go to another machine. What's now they're up there, they're swinging their dicks around trying to be who's the bigger alpha.
What we getting banned for?
The escalation.
Escalation. Yeah, we try to de-escalate it, cuz.
From what we both saw, man, what we see, what we have on cameras, it's out of there.
Well, that escalated quickly. If only there was some other way this could have been handled. Oh, sorry, dude. Sorry about that.
Nah, it's all good.
Do you mind if I jump in?
Yeah, do you mind if I finish my set?
Yeah, so like literally wait 60 seconds and then I can do mine?
Sure.
Sweet, awesome, let's go.
I'm finna go up.
I'm about to do this.
I'm finna go up. You was going.
See, they were joking at first.
I was gonna do some pull-ups with you.
You want to be here over me.
Bro,
If you
and
wanna be
you
that
bumped
bad,
me. You picked it up as soon as I walked up. I don't care neither, cuz. I ain't gonna lie. I don't care.
Some other way this
De-escalated, cuz.
I don't know. They should have banned both of them technically, or on the other hand, black guys did technically start it, so yeah, they're not even tough guys. They're grunge. I mean, to call them tough guys is just, they're a bunch of crybabies. I would have just went somewhere else here. If someone's using the weights at the time, well, what's the big deal anyway? And now look, he's banned from the gym, which isn't really nothing. There's a million gyms out there, you know. Have I ever been banned from the gym? No. I was banned from the Asheville Mall for like 3 years for I got accused of stealing numerous times and I overturned a CD thing. I ran into that boy later on there. I was gonna whoop his ass for accusing me of stealing, but his girlfriend was so ugly I thought that was punishment enough. And I'm not really joking neither. I hate hippies. When you live in Asheville, there's a bunch of hippies. bunch of granolas. But I will tell you right now, folks, and this is just an example, white liberals are the most racist people out there. Because this was the whitest liberal ever, and he accused me of stealing CDs. Literally. I mean, I overturned a CD case. I'm like, look, fuck. I was like, fuck you. I just got all mad and everything. Any Shylocks? Oh, there's plenty of Jews. Stop using my daddy's word. We can't use anti-Semitic stuff up here. Gotta be nice to the Jews. No different than we gotta be nice to the niggers and the snow monkeys and the sun blockers and the beef curries and burrito munchers and stuff. But yeah, white liberals are the most racist people. The only people that have ever accused me of stealing is a white liberal person, literally, from Asheville. No other, no Republican, no MAGA person has ever accused me of stealing, ever. The only people that have ever paid me with fake credit cards is black people. You know, if I didn't have any black customers, if you can call them customers, I'd have about $150,000 more in the bank over the course of the 26 years that I've been running. Literally speaking, every year I lose about $7,000 in fraudulent transactions, which are write-offs. But niggers are the ones that are to thank for it. And I hate using that word, but it is what it is.
So the best things in life are simple. And I don't usually recommend anything to people because I'm rolling around a lot and massaging my abdominal region. I'm trying to not worry about the world and life and the one good sheep in the middle of a zillion on the computer or the TV get cleaner and cleaner. Everything gets cleaner and cleaner. And
except your motherfucking teeth.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
That is it, because I'm not watching any of that mess. Brett is a freaking screw up there. I mean, just... He only has 100... The reason why he has so many subscribers is simply due to all the creepy stuff that he does. Like this video right here.
Greetings, everybody.
It has 4.6 million
views.
This
is Brett Rogers. I am a licensed massage therapist.
It's because he does things like this.
I want you to work on your hamstrings. You don't have the time. Well, get.
And it's not because of the advice. It's just how creepy it is. You just read in the comments and stuff. And, yeah, it speaks for itself. I mean, he has some pretty bad teeth. Why doesn't he go to a freaking dentist? But most of his stuff, I'm going to be honest with you, with Brett, it's all clickbait. Kills parasites, and he'll show this mess, and it gets 101.2 million views. See, this picture right here, if you see that, I mean, it draws people to click it, basically. Same with this here. And this, how to crack your back. Gas pain. Look at the way he's positioned. Knee pain relief and stuff. I mean, just weird things like this here.
Brett, and today I have some knee pain. And
you notice this is an old video because his teeth look a whole lot better. So I don't know what's happened with him between all that time. See?
Tendons are not vascular.
See, his teeth
They
look
don't
fine.
have much blood flow.
See, his teeth is fine right there, but, you know, later on there. I mean, you don't have to have great teeth. The great one has the Madonna gap in his tooth and everything. But that right there is gum rot. That is a result of something, and I don't want to speculate. It could possibly be methamphetamines. I'm not for sure. Oh, Brett, Vitality Massage. Someone had tried to file a copyright strike against me. Freaking a-hole. Here's a good bean recipe, but... Folks, get your questions in. If you want to make a donation, you can. Smash the like button. We're going to check out a couple things. And, I mean, this is another example of clickbait. I mean, Rich Piana, how long has he been dead for? 6, 7 freaking years now? And here's a 35-minute video on Rich Piana. 5,000 views. This is the type of cheap content that I just absolutely hate. Oh, I'm gonna run into him one day, and when I do, he's gonna get a crack. That's for sure. No. I would not let him touch me. Dude's a creep. He only has that many views because he's very creepy. I don't know what this is.
At Oxford University.
I'm in the process of putting a website together, and that is proving to be much harder.
What the fuck? Oh, hell no.
Than it probably should be, and the problem I'm running up against is some imposter syndrome. Classic. Basically,
You're running into imposter syndrome.
Oh my god. Just stop, please.
what does it mean to be an expert in something?
I cannot express. Like, this is the type of thing that makes me think that we're living in a simulation.
Before anyone says anything, this is 100% real. He's a lecturer in biochemistry of all things.
We have a person who's wearing giant fake tits with makeup on, saying that he's experiencing imposter syndrome, but it's not for the fact that he's trying very badly to cosplay a woman. It's because his research isn't being taken as seriously as he wants it to. It's like
Well, if I go and film me smacking the shit out of him, I'm gonna get arrested there, Ryan. So it's not gonna be filmed.
irony with this is just unbelievable. Bro hit randomize and character creation? Yeah, he did.
It's really not obvious to me at what point I could describe.
Could we watch some of this, Vince?
Matt with a $4.99 donation. Sure, we can watch it. What do we got here?
This is the strongest person in 6'5", 300. Super heavyweight female. He's an absolute freak.
Well, hey there, everyone, guys. How are you all doing today? Today, I've once again made the trip to come in here on my day off, and just as I expected, there's absolutely no one else here in the gym. Oh man. Today I have an arm workout. But in addition to that, I also wanted to try today a finger.
Yeah, but that can also be threatening there, Ryan, so I don't want to do him a favor and have to deal with... Because here's the thing. The confrontation would be in Asheville. And like I said before, when it comes to liberals, I mean, yeah. So if I'm going to smack them, I mean, I'm not going to just punk them. I'm going to smack the shit out of them. And if I'm going to do that, I'm going to make sure that we're not on camera.
Finger exercise from arm wrestling.
I don't need to film me smacking someone.
Either with a non-standard grip, 70 millimeters, because usually I believe it's 60, or with a grip that is specifically designed to be flat for fingers. So the goal is simply to lift and then hold the weight. But at first, it's still quite easy to perform a crunch. What else could I add? For the arm workout, I'll probably just insert a few clips, as there won't be anything too interesting. So at the end, I'll also answer a couple of questions and film some footage, if I manage to do something with the grip. So, sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. So, alright. So this is the block we're looking at here. The rear handle, it's designed for your fingers, and the eccentric is the classic 65. Take a look. This is 65 millimeters, so it turns out it's not the classic one. Next. Here, watch.
Let's get to the actual work. Does he do a full movement? What a waste of an exercise. That is just a waste.
Fuck that, yeah, you heard.
See, he can do this here instead.
What I said now, you pop out, make a...
Getting some copyright things here, so... A lot of copyrighted music, but that's cool. I can do commentary from here. Now, you see, this is more of a proper workout there, Matt. As far as doing wrist, I mean, that other thing was just dumb. If he wants to use a fat grip, he can simply just get one of those fat grip attachments for a dumbbell and actually do that, you know. But that exercise was just a complete waste.
So I found this L-carnitine, grapefruit flavored. I'm drinking it and pouring it in. I'm adding it in. The main thing is not to spill any of these powders. All right, and I'm starting to train. The pump is already running. The pump is pumping. I was also warming up with 20 repetitions for each set. My ligaments were aching as well, but they seemed to get pretty warmed up, more or less. Now all that's left is to complete a certain number of working sets so that everything goes well. Powders are slowly mixing. There we go. And next, after biceps, it's triceps. I haven't even done biceps yet. That's why I don't like getting distracted by other strength checks and so on, because you end up spending a lot of time on completely different things.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a...
Oh God, I hate this music.
Switching, you can go and...
I mean, he's an all-around big guy, but that's due to steroids there. But these exercises, don't do something like this. All right? Don't do any of these types of exercises.
Say arm wrestling was a favorite pastime for sailors. They would arrive in port after a long and arduous voyage.
He's going to die by his mid-30s. Yeah, I mean, Matt, all of his exercises are dumb. That's why I don't watch this guy for. Now, he has some good, I mean, he took very well to the juice and steroids. And he's done he's got a very powerful physique and everything. So the thing about it is, like this
Friends, muscles don't have a brain. They don't...
So when he's doing exercises like, let me show you. Like this here. When he's doing exercises like this here that it actually engage the muscles and stuff like that, you know, even though he's got way too much weight on it, he's getting his fast twitch muscles this way with that. And that pumps up that bicep right there really good. So he has a lot of effective exercises, and then he just has some stuff that just really doesn't do any good. It's almost as though he just tries everything and does everything. But not all that's going to work. He just needs to stick to the basics there. But again, thanks again for the donation. It is one of those Rob Lynn Bailey songs there, Matt, and I absolutely hate them.
Describe myself as an expert in something. I have expertise in things, like I've been teaching plenty. My chemistry's pretty solid, but I think still
biology isn't.
I have this feeling that declaring myself an expert in something is a little bit uncomfortable.
Now let's get back to, well, okay.
And I don't quite know on what basis I would feel comfortable doing that. There are some people who would not say they're experts in things and who actually turn out to be absolutely experts in all sorts of things.
It is crazy how much these people exist in a completely narcissistic, self-referential bubble. Like, it's about how people see me, how I see myself, how I present myself. Just completely self-absorbed mentality for nothing.
Do you feel enabled to describe yourself as an expert in something?
Yes.
And if you're not, you feel very much like me in thinking.
Is he from Britain or something, or from English? You know, it wouldn't be so bad, but he needs to shave off the freaking beard. That's got to go. And the fake tits. I hate stuff like that.
I'm not quite sure if I can call myself that yet. What do you
think? Well, anyway, I think I don't want to listen to this anymore because it's weird. Here's the thing. I view these weird gender, things like this. I view this as what I've called before, frame indicators. The moment that a person tells me that they don't know how many genders there are, that is the moment that I stop listening to them, because there will be some things they get right. But the problem is that when you get something wrong on such a profoundly...
Yeah, I like my tan shaved, folks. Shaved. I want them shaved. But it looks like he's making the rounds. I think it comes from... this video right here, possibly.
For all the best will in the world, they're not going to have the capacity to manage it.
I think it comes from this video.
And if my students find that, I would bet that everyone in the room, and then each of those has 3 things that comes off of those. That's a very manageable thing. And at the moment, it's out of context. You might think, okay, fine, that I believe you, whatever.
Wow. If you'll notice, only subscribers and members can comment. Yeah, for obvious reasons. He is a lecturer at he's some sort of lecturer of some type. Let me get some more information on him. But I mean, my God, do something with the freaking beard, all right? All the other stuff, I mean, I can deal with, but the beard? Come on, man. Come on. Yeah, I don't want to play that anymore. I don't want to play thermonuclear war. I've known Tory Washington for years, Red Panda. His physique always looks good. And when I say years, I'm talking decades, literally. Tory has always had a great physique, no doubt. I mean, it's been years since I spoke with him, but I mean, the thing about it is, he's around my age and everything like that. And I respect the fact that he's not that he is a vegan. But he's always had a great and awesome physique. But if I was going to become a vegan, folks, you know, I would consult with Tory Washington first. That's who my cousin Vegan Gaines should be consulting with. But like I said, I've known him for decades. It's not a matter of just consistency. He has average, I'm going to be honest with you, he has average genetics. But he is a master at nutrition. And folks, there are two keys to having a great physique. And it isn't lifting weights. Anyone can lift weights and do cardio. It's all about what you eat and how long do you sleep. That's it. He also practices posing a bunch too. So yeah, it's not just a matter of consistency. He's just a master nutritionist. He knows how it works. He knows what to eat. I mean, if you're going to be a vegan, you need to go on Tory Washington's diet. And you can look, I mean, and you'll be able to maintain and build muscle mass. Well, the key thing about it is that he doesn't rely on fake beef and stuff like that. You know, he does tofu, he does lentils, beans, seitan, fava beans and stuff. Green, sweet potatoes. Some of the things, I'm not sure if he's still using honey or not there. But he actually has he does some sort of non-dairy ice cream type thing. I'm not sure how it works. But, yeah. And I think part of it is, yeah, I just read some of his stuff there. Like I said, I wasn't sure if he was having honey or not, which I still consider as vegan, although some vegans get all upset about it and shit. I don't know why, but yeah. Let me look up and see if he has his diet on here. All right, folks, get your questions in. If you want to make a donation, you can. Smash the like button. And subscribe. We're just chilling out today, folks. Oh, I found it right here. I found the video right here.
Putting a website together, and that is proving to be much harder than it probably should be. And the problem I'm running up against is some imposter syndrome, classic. Basically, what does it mean to be an expert in something? Because it's really not obvious to me at what point I could describe myself as an expert in something. I have expertise in things, like I've been teaching plenty. My chemistry's pretty solid, but I think I still have this feeling that declaring myself an expert in something is a little bit uncomfortable, and I don't quite know on what basis.
Yeah, I had Bree over here, and we ordered Uber Eats here. I mean, I get a credit on it there every single month, so
I would feel comfortable.
But I rarely eat out
doing that. And lots of people, seem to be quite happy with this. They'll sort of declare themselves experts in all sorts of things. Although I would also say that I think we've all come across people who declare themselves experts in things, but when you actually talk to them or you see what they're saying, the reality is not necessarily that. And there are some people who...
Let's look at the comments. God help us. Well, obviously he's been doing that for a while, but it just happens to have been something that attracted the attention. I'm just checking out some of his diet foods.
How me get protein? You see this? I decided to eat steak, y'all. Nah, but for real. This is by Chunk. It's a steak. Well, like a plant-based steak with some white Japanese sweet potato. White sweet potato. So this steak has 37 grams of protein, 6 grams of fat, 7 grams of carbs. It's done already. Good to my belly. Woo. That's good. 37 grams of protein. Mr. Olympia, September 24th through the 27th. I'll see y'all there.
Yeah, I know, but he's close to my age there, actually. In fact, he is actually... I think he's actually older than I am. Yeah, he's actually older than I am. Let me see how old he is. Not by much. Let's look it up here. He's actually older than I am. Yep, he is 51 years old, actually. Well, it's a purist diet there, Red Panda, not so much as vegan diet, because there's a lot of other things. There's a lot of other things that are involved as far as Tori's concerned. Tori is strict, in other words. He sticks, I mean, you don't even have to ask whether he sticks to his diet or not. He's just committed. Not really. He definitely doesn't depend on fake chicken and fake other foods and stuff. Which is to be expected around, folks my age. He started out in life being a vegan for 28 years. And 28 years ago, that none of this stuff was around. This fake chicken, this impossible meats and stuff. Yeah. I've always respected the brother anyway, He knows his stuff, and he, like I said, makes a lot of money doing it. So yeah, if you want to be a vegan, and look, unlike Greg Doucette, where he'll charge you an arm and a leg, you can get his nutritional guide for $97. You can get the bodybuilding guide for $127, or you could bundle both of these together for $147. And what do you get for $147? You get an 8-week training course, everything you need, videos for every exercise, 45 vegan meals and stuff. Yeah. It requires commitments there, but I mean, you got to understand, Red Panda. I know what Tori's diet is. All right, I know exactly what he does, basically, as far as to what his diet is. Yeah, it's a steal. It's a good deal. I think every vegan should sign up for his program. Like I said, I'm not a vegan by any means whatsoever, because I believe in complete proteins. I don't want none of that stuff in there. I mean, we have a difference of opinion and everything, and stuff, but like I said, for any vegan that wants to do it right without turning into a deer with headlights, I would definitely go to him about it. I mean, I've known the guy for decades here, Red Panda. He's been around the industry. I've met him before. I've chatted with him, you know. When I say I mean, I'd grab a meal with him any day, you know. I definitely appreciate that. I mean, like I said, folks, if I'm at I don't usually go to pro bodybuilding shows, but I still go to regional and local bodybuilding shows. If you guys ever run into me in any of these shows, feel free to talk to me, you know. Usually I'm gonna, if you want to really meet me, usually I'm at one of Johnny Stewart's shows, Carolina Clash and stuff like that. Usually if I'm gonna be attending most bodybuilding shows, I'm usually in Charlotte. All right, usually I'm in Charlotte. That's where I usually go to as far as shows are concerned. And as far as Charlotte is concerned, Charlotte is about... It takes me about an hour and a half to drive to Charlotte, actually. So it's not a massive distance or anything. I mean, I've met people at shows, and I've had a protein shake with them and stuff, and I've chatted with them at shows. There are people that recognize me. I mean, whenever I did go to the pro shows, I mean, and you know what I hear from most pro bodybuilders? At least you're not hiding behind the computer. I hear that. That's the most common thing that I hear is like, you're not hiding behind the computer. Me and Dookie have called a truce, Quick Pump, but I'm still not friends with him. I did that for the sake of things. And Dookie already knows why I don't like him. And John Romano already knows why John Romano doesn't like Dookie anyway. But I'm not going to say anything bad about him or anything like that. Like I said, part of being a truce means you're not going to go and talk shit about someone. But folks, 10 minutes left. Get your questions in. And then I'm going to have me some ramen noodles. And in case you're wondering why I'm dressed like this, is because I had to go out and get some cigars. But I'm not ready to have a cigar just yet. I want to eat dinner, relax a little bit, and then I'll have one. Oh, the smoke I'm gonna have is... Let me show you what smoke I'm gonna have tonight. All right. So, of course, folks, I'm taking factory smoked cigars and I'm cutting them in half to make them last longer. But tonight, I'm going to try this one out. So lately, I've been picking cigars at random. This is an Isle Sky. It is Nicaraguan.
Would you lay off the cigars pre-contest?
Quick Pump with the $2 donation. I definitely appreciate it. I would probably lay off. I probably wouldn't smoke any cigars about a week before the show. Just for any opportunity for it to possibly not hold any water. In itself, cigars have no calories in it. They're Quick Pump. It just has nicotine, which in actuality it's a stimulant and it would actually help you burn fat. But I would just not smoke cigars because, you know, I don't, you know, because here's the thing. When it comes to those last couple of days of training, you want everything to be as precise as possible, which you can't get it all precise, but you want to nail anything down, and you don't want anything that'll distract you. But a cigar doesn't hurt anything pre-contest because you're not eating anything whatsoever. I'll tell you right now, folks, and let me give you this story here. I was at the 2005 Metrolina. I had humiliated myself at that show last year, the previous year. It was my first bodybuilding contest, and believe me, I didn't know what the hell I was doing, and it showed. But in any event, I was at the Metrolina, and it was after prejudging. Well, let me tell you what happened during prejudging actually first. So, the super heavyweights came on stage, and there was this guy. He had an ankle monitor on. And you could tell because you could see that red dot going back and forth. So he went and competed on stage with a freaking ankle monitor. And then after the backstage, he had this ankle monitor on and he was up there just smoking cigarettes. Which, I'm going to be honest with you folks. If you go to a number of bodybuilding shows, usually there's going to be people outside smoking cigarettes. So it's actually common. But, you know, just picturing this guy with an ankle monitor on, as well as smoking, it's just a level of mints here.
Nice right hand. He's coming back. Good second.
This guy's fighting with an ankle monitor too. Seems like people can't keep themselves out of trouble, but again, Quick Pump, I definitely appreciate you donating. Yeah, Marcus smoked backstage. Pavel Jabalki, let me show you a guy that chain smoked. The person that I saw smoking more than anything else was this bodybuilder. This guy right here, this IFBB Pro, I mean, this dude was a freaking freight train. Great physique, but he chain smoked. Hey man, Marcus didn't smoke that much, but this guy, everywhere he went, he had a cigarette with him. I kid you not. Dude was a freaking chimney. But if you want to go to his channel, he earns extra income by showing these random, these are now AI generated videos. If you want to know why he does this type of stuff it's quite simple. When you have a monetized Facebook channel, you can earn more money, and you know, no one wants to see him competing anymore, I guess, so he'll put up these generated AI videos. That's the same with Phil Heath. If you go to his channel, he does the same type of stuff. See all this mess here? Phil Heath does the same thing. He does those 3, 2, 1 videos. Let's go to Phil Heath's page. See, he'll put stuff up here like this, and then wait for it. Wait for it. I don't really like factory smokes. I just needed to get some temporary cigars I can cut in half, quick pump, until my other ones come in. But my favorite ones are the Connecticut's. They make a good Connecticut cigar. Oh, maybe he actually took down all that garbage he was putting up here. Looks like he took down all that mess that his page used to be jammed up with crap. He took it all down. My man. He finally did something right, because his page was littered with it. But yeah, you see, I got these bigger ones on purpose so I could chop them in half, actually. I'm going to start doing that from now on, because they're basically the same price to get the bigger cigars. And I can cut them in half, actually. Save a little bit of money. But folks, it's 9:00 p.m. That is the end of the show. I do want to thank Quick Pump. I want to thank Matty Matt for donating. I want to thank everybody for joining me, folks. Tune in Tuesday for Earl Grey Tuesday. There may be some surprise shows. I'm still waiting on some shit to come in. But eventually it'll come in. And y'all gonna love what we're gonna do. Believe me. Flying Ryan already knows about it, so I'm out of here, folks. I'm going to eat me some ramen, and I'm going to chill. And as always, peace and soul.